Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're talking about AMD again. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, the preview beta for AMD's Fluid Motion Frames has been updated today. Today is October 13th. We now have access to HDR as well as better image stability, which is freaking awesome. So I've tested it out on a couple of games now, and it is actually significantly smoother than it was before. Now I played some Assassin's Creed. I've been playing some Lords of the Fallen. I'm going to check out some more games. This is pretty freaking cool. This is awesome. Now when they put out this preview build, I didn't really know what to expect. To be completely honest with you, I didn't know if this was going to be a technology that I was going to care about, a technology that I was going to utilize. But the more and more I play around with AMD's Fluid Motion Frames in specific games, like open world games or single player games, even racing games benefit tremendously from this technology, especially some of these racing games. The fact that you get a smoother looking image kind of helps with your overall perception. Like it helps with the perception, especially in racing games, so that you can like see things farther ahead. The higher frame rates does actually provide better image clarity. These are some things that like that matter more when you're playing a single player game. Now, if you're out there trying to play like Call of Duty or esports or any of that kind of stuff, I don't necessarily think frame generation is there yet. But for single player games, this is pretty much a game changer. This allows you to have a significantly higher frame rate, or the appearance of a higher frame rate, which in turn is going to give you better image quality, which is going to give you a more stable experience. And I've noticed that this actually does help tremendously with games that are CPU bound. The higher the CPU usage, it frees up, it frees up a lot of that workload so that you can get a better experience. And that's basically what it boils down to. All of these, like FSR3, all of these other types of techniques that these graphics cards are starting to come out with. At first, they were not that great. Like FSR1 and DLSS when they first came out. XESS. But the more they iterate on these technologies, and the more they iterate to bring these things to make these better, that's actually incredible. The fact that, it's still blowing my mind that AMD was able to bring frame generation to all of your DX11 and DX12 games, and it works, and it feels pretty good, at least in terms of the games that I play on it. Being able to get into some of these games and experience ultra smooth gameplay while still feeling responsive, that's incredible, man. That's like pretty cool. Now, I do kind of feel like, gosh, man, I was making fun of fake frames and stuff, but that still kind of stands when it comes to Nvidia graphics cards. You're paying way too much for that. You're being suckered into paying a lot of money for a technology that they're locking to specific games or locking to specific cards. That just doesn't make any sense to me. The fact that you can go out and buy an AMD graphics card and then utilize this even on your 6000 series GPUs now, that there makes me feel like, wow, dude, AMD's pretty cool, man. I like the fact that it might not be the highest quality or best quality or whatever, but it's good enough. It's good enough to benefit your overall experience and save you money. I will always be one of those people that's like, yeah, dude, I'd rather save some money and get a good enough product than be one of those people that are like, man, I got to have the best. I got to have the best. That doesn't necessarily matter. The best isn't always the funnest, and the funnest is not always the most expensive. Like, you can entertain yourself on little cell phone games. So when it comes to the best, you are paying way more money for stuff that is gonna work on a few games or like a few titles when like you get like an AMD card and they have the open source drivers so that like I like open source more. I just do. I like the fact that more people can work with it and bring some of this stuff together. Just since I've had this preview build, it's been updated 3 times now, and it's brought significant changes every time, and it's only gotten better. It hasn't gotten worse. It hasn't backtracked. It's only gotten better. And today's update has made things even better for lots of gamers on 6000 series GPUs and freaking and your 7000 series GPUs. You can utilize AMD's fluid motion frames right now today. You don't even have to wait for the full driver to come out. One thing though, if you did download it previously, you will have to keep re-downloading the same. You will have to keep re-downloading it every time they update it. Like today's update with HDR and better stability, you will have to go back in there to the same place you downloaded it the first time. Click on it, re-download it, reinstall it, restart your PC, and then you'll have access to HDR and frame generation and all of that. So that is one thing that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to go in there and re-upload or re-download and reinstall this every time. But talking with one of the guys over at AMD, they will continue to incorporate all of the standard updates that come out, like we just got one for Forza Motorsport. We just got one for what's it called? We just got one for Forza Motorsport and Lords of the Fallen. So these will still can be continued to in the preview build. They'll just be updated at the time that the preview build is updated. So you don't need to worry about like switching back and forth. You can just wait for the preview build to get an update, and then you can jump in there. Just keep checking back to the place you downloaded it at, and they'll tell you, like they even date it. They're like, oh, October 13th date, and it shows you everything that came to it today. So I'm starting to feel like it's almost like clockwork. AMD updates this every Friday. They update the driver every Friday, or on Fridays. So if you get a game that comes out on Tuesday, probably by Friday you'll get that update. So it's pretty cool. Like I like this. I like this ecosystem. I like being an AMD man. Like this is pretty awesome. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.